Well, hello Rabbitohs members and supporters. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rabbitohs Insider. It was a great win over the Sharks last week and we're building up to a big game against the Penrith Panthers out at Apex Oval in Dubbo this Sunday afternoon. First of all, as we always do, we head over to Redfern Oval with Mark Ellison and John Sutton for our Playmakers segment brought to you by Zoom Video Communications. Then we let you know what you need to know ahead of the big game against the Panthers in Dubbo, proudly brought to you by WOTIF. We catch up with our head of Pathways, Joe O'Callaghan, for our Pathways wrap-up brought to you by WOTIF. And of course, this Sunday, we are debuting our 2021 Indigenous Jersey, and we will have the story of that jersey in our feature piece. Let's get into it. First up is our Playmakers segment brought to you by Zoom Video Communications, where Mark Ellison and John Sutton take you through the fantastic Alex Johnston try off the Benji Marshall pass. Let's go over to Redfern Oval and chat with Ello and Sut.
And welcome once again to the Playmakers segment this week, brought to us by our friends at Zoom Video Communications. Like always, John Sutton's here to go through it with us today. How are you, mate?
I'm good, Ello. How are you?
Good. Very well, mate, after a bit of performance on the weekend by the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, definitely. It was a game I think we had to win and bounce back in the winner's circle and, we got the job done.
It was a magic round. It was a great atmosphere up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome, to have all the games there, big crowd, and to get the win.
It was, mate. There's one stage they were doing the Mexican wave there. I said the game seemed to go dead there for about 5 minutes. All you could hear was the crowd drowning it out.
Yeah, I actually got the chance to run out on the field there and I don't know how the boys were hearing each other.
And our performance was a lot better than the week before. Obviously, we just had that. We fumbled ourselves a little bit way through it there in the second half, getting to 2016, but we came out the other end.
Yeah, I think it was it's something in our game we need to cut out, especially this week against Penrith. If we can tidy that up, it should be a good performance this week.
Yeah, and one of the great moments in the game for me, and we've discussed it, it was the try that AJ scored on the back of that great pass from Benji. Take us through that, mate.
Yeah, the boys on that left side have been gelling really well. Benji's pass was a little bit high, but AJ with his athleticism to catch it above his head and to get it down pretty much in one motion, I thought was incredible work from him. He's a specialist winger. And we need him to keep scoring tries on the wing.
Yeah, I think Benji thought Stretch was out there. I don't think he didn't know he was on the sidelines this week. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think Stretch probably would have caught that on his chest. Yeah. But the way that AJ was able to get it down in the corner in sort of one motion was pretty incredible.
Yeah, he did a really good job there, and even the little half pie safety somersault at the end, he rolled out of it like a seasoned gymnast.
Yeah, these wingers are all able to have these acrobatic stuff in them, so it was good to see.
Yeah, that's one thing we've got in our favour this year. I think, we've got the ability to score tries from anywhere, and our defence improved this week, and it made our attack a lot better as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the boys gelling in attack, and we just need to stiffen up our defence, and we should be in for a big performance against Penrith.
Great thing this week, going out to regional New South Wales, out to Dubbo, against the undefeated leaders of the competition. Great challenge for us.
Yeah, I don't think it gets much better, playing out in the country and against Penrith, who hasn't lost a game. So we need a big performance from the boys, and I'm sure they're going to give us one.
Support the mighty Rabbitohs out at Dubbo this weekend. Look forward to going out. South Cares is going out in the community all week out there, doing their thing. And we've got a few of our other players going up early for promotional work. So it'll be a great time up in Dubbo this weekend, and we're looking forward to the challenge of taking on the competition leader.
As we said, it was a good win over the Sharks, but a big game coming up against the Panthers. We're going to let you know everything that you need to know in our What You Need to Know segment, brought to you by WOTIF. Here's what you need to know about our Round 11 clash against the Penrith Panthers, brought to you by WOTIF.com, proud travel partner of the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Did you know since 2019, Rabbitohs members and fans have saved over $10,000 using WOTIF.com/Rabbitohs? here are some quick facts to watch out for as we travel to Dubbo in round 11. It's the showdown we've been waiting for all year, a chance to redeem ourselves against last year's runners-up in the Penrith Panthers. After being knocked out for the third successive year in the preliminary final, plenty of supporters would have circled this matchup in their calendar at the start of the year. South Sydney fullback Latrell Mitchell is set to make his return after a lengthy stint on the sidelines. Prior to his suspension, Mitchell was instrumental in our spine, racking up 5 tries and 6 try assists in just 6 appearances so far. Josh Mansour will be ready to fire up against his old side after recovering from a hamstring tear. Penrith star Jerome Luai will be looking to put on a show against incumbent New South Wales half Cody Walker in a bid to don the Blues jersey for Game 1. With Walker now back in his familiar starting position, this may well be the battle that determines who will run out in the Origin Arena next month. Nathan Cleary has shot up the Dally M leaderboard, and it's no surprise why. The in-form halfback has scored 5 tries, made 10 try assists, and run for a total of 1,099 metres so far this season. If the Rabbitohs can shut down his involvement, it will go a long way to help them secure a historic win. The Panthers have come out of the blocks firing this season, coming away with 10 straight wins, scoring 308 points while only conceding 72. South Sydney's 7-game streak came to an end 2 weeks ago after losing to Melbourne, but will be looking to string back-to-back wins together against the competition ladder leaders. It will be no easy feat, but as they say, records are there to be broken. If you're travelling, remember Rabbitohs fans get 15% off select hotels through wotif.com/Rabbitohs. Use the promo code Rabbitohs15, see the site for details. If you're planning on heading out to Dubbo, jump on wotif.com/Rabbitohs, check out all of the flights and accommodation there, and you'll be sure to grab something for the big game against the Panthers. Now, speaking of the Panthers, we take them on in our Pathways games this weekend, as well as the women taking on the Glebe Dirty Reds. Here's our Pathways wrap-up, proudly brought to you by WOTIF.
Hi guys, welcome to the Pathways Wrap, brought to you by WOTIF. We had no games on the weekend due to the rep round with City vs Country out at Bankwest Stadium. Massive shout out to some of our Pathways players that were involved in that game. We had Shirley Martingi and Monique Mawali successful in the City women's team over Ellie Johnson, who played for the Country women's. Great work to all those ladies. And we also had Davey Mawali from our Pathways, part of the successful City under-18 team. Well done to all involved. This week it was a good chance to look back at one of our Black Rabbits that we caught up with recently. It's been a bit of a long track back from injury, but local junior Lachlan Gale, whose last game was in September 2019 for the Australian Schoolboys, is only a couple of weeks back off hitting the park in the Jersey Fleet competition. Let's see what Lockie had to say.
I'm Lachlan Gale, I'm a front rower and I played for Mascot Juniors growing up. I'm actually looking in at the moment to start some sort of design course, landscape design or something like that. My mum was good at drawing, so I naturally picked that up because she used to draw as well. And I don't know, it's just something that's always interested me, making something that's yourself, trying to get my 2 cents worth. I think I played up in the under-6s when I was 4 years old. Played my first game then. Then played 10 years at Mascot, and our team folded, so I had to go play a year at Maroubra, and then started to come through the ranks at the Junior Bunnies and played Howard Mats, and been in the 20 system for the last 2.5 years now. My dad coached me for about 8 of those 10 years, I think. It was always fun. Footy was what we look forward to after school every day, and it's always been a part of my life. I had 3 operations on my shoulder last year. It was a bit of a setback and a punish, but I'm lucky I am young because I can get over it, recover and all that sort of stuff. But I'm hoping to get back on the field halfway through this season at least, but I'm just trying to get as healthy as I can before I'll get back out in the field again.
You had a bit of success before that injury. How was that experience?
Oh mate, it was unreal. I still can't put words to how good it was. I know I grew up with the dream of representing my country at some point, and to achieve that when I did, it was still one of the best moments of my life so far. I've known nothing but South growing up. My nan grew up down at Redfern. Dad played for South. I've played South Juniors. It meant the world to me to put a jersey on for this club.
It was great to hear from Lockie there, one of our locals. and we can't wait to see him get back on the field for the Rabbitohs in the next couple of weeks. Looking ahead to Pathways games this weekend, out at Ironmark High Performance Centre at Redfern Oval, we have our Jersey flag up against the Penrith Panthers. This will be followed by a double feature with our women's up against Glebe later on in the afternoon. And our games are wrapped up on Sunday with our New South Wales Cup, the curtain raiser to the Penrith Panthers out at Dubbo. Also, just to finish off, a massive shout out to a large majority of our Pathways players that we've got involved in carnivals coming up across the country in the next weekend. We have obviously boys involved in the New South Wales Catholics, combined high schools and independent high schools trials in Sydney. We also have members of our South East Queensland EPD squad will be featuring at the Queensland Schoolboys State Carnival. And also to wrap it up, we also have some of our women's players involved in their representative teams at the National Championships for the women's competition held up at Redcliffe in Brisbane. Can't wait to see how all those Pathways players go across all those carnivals, and hopefully we'll give you a catch up in the next Pathways wrap.
Good luck to all of our Pathways teams this weekend as they look to continue on with their respective seasons. Now this Sunday afternoon against the Panthers, the Rabbitohs will be wearing their 2021 Indigenous Jersey. It is absolutely fantastic and has a great story behind it. Let's learn more now about the 2021 Rabbitohs Indigenous Jersey.
Hi, I'm Adrian. I'm a proud Yuin man from Lapa.
Hi, I'm Imogen Grant and I'm a proud Yuin woman from New South Wales South Coast.
Hi, my name's Taurus Lyons. I'm a proud Bijiku and Raju man.
Hi, my name's Mia Gregory. I'm from Taree and I'm a proud Biripi woman.
I'm Melody and I'm a proud Bunjalung woman.
I'm Natalie and I'm a proud Eora and Jurinja woman.
Hi, I'm Jaden Sims. I'm a Bijiku, Yuin and Kalkadoom and Goodnangara man. I'm a proud Aboriginal Australian.
For over 60,000 years, we've shared our stories of creation, culture, and the environment. We have passed these down from generation to generation through language, music, and art. South Sydney have been a part of that community for over 113 years, with each generation of players sharing their knowledge with the next. This year, we honour the land that our warriors fought for, the land our players go into battle for, embracing and empowering our community of local leaders. This is the story of our 2021 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander jersey.
First and foremost, Jingiwala, mean g'day. I'm Joe Walker from Wallable Tribe in Tabulum. Fortunate to come back down again and help do the jersey and to do it with some of the kids, the young kids from down this way, and teaching them a little bit of the Aboriginal heart, and not only that, just encouraging them to do whatever goals they set and they're going for, yeah.
Right, it says, so I'm Latrell Mitchell. I'm a proud Biripi Wiradjuri man. I'm from Taree, I was born and raised there.
I'm Melody Roberts and I'm from Bunjalung, but I was born and raised in Liverpool with my family.
So what do you think of the jersey?
I think it's really cool, it turned out really well. Didn't know how it would turn out.
I like it, I like the design.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the jersey, like what the symbols and the totems are?
So we've obviously got our whale, which is the Bijigal mob, and we've got our Goanna, which is Gadigal, and these are like the two big communities that you guys mostly train on and are connected to. So we really wanted to incorporate that in the jersey. We've got all 7 of the kids' handprints, including mine.
You're a Lapa boy, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah,
LA all the way.
I played for Lapa growing up, since 9 to under 16s. I played out there in my juniors, so what do you think it would be, being from Lapa, for the community being represented on the jersey?
Would be big. It's big, because I don't think we've ever had this during back in the day, and it's always been my vision in that to come up and do this. Have the whale, at least something from Lapa on a South jersey at least.
I think it's really good on the sleeves as well. You've got Aboriginal colours there and the Torres Strait on the other side. What was your favourite part about the jersey?
Painting it with my uncle.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Have a good time?
Yeah.
I think it's unreal, bro. You've done a really good job.
Like I've always said, being a Torres Strait Island boy,
I understand I'm on Aboriginal land, and I'm very proud to be able to represent this jersey and I guess represent the two totems. So I just want to say thanks for your input, and I can't wait to get out there and do this jersey proud for you.
You've got all these like men sitting around in like a yarning circle, and it's to represent all of you players.
The players, yeah.
So that you're obviously connected to the jersey too when you're wearing it.
Okay.
And then you've got
in the back.
The back, yeah. You've got two men, which is Pemway.
Pemway, yeah.
And then you've got your footprints.
What is the meaning between, obviously we know Pemway is our, the legend warrior, the myth, the Dreamtime, hero. So what's the whole thing around it with putting it on the jersey?
I think as Aboriginal people and just an Aboriginal community, we're all really strong and warriors in ourselves and as a community, and I think we just really wanted to show it and express it, especially in something that's really Aboriginal and something that always brings us together, both in our artworks and in rugby. Yeah. So I think our main goal was just to show that we are strong and we come together for stuff like this, and it's stuff like our elders, like our Dreamtime stories that bring us together, which brings us to town.
And basically how I see it is that you guys look like warriors when you go out on that field, and you represent not even like just Redfern, but like our entire nation.
Talk us through the experience of doing the workshop with Uncle Joe. He's designed our jersey for a number of years now, and
we all put our ideas, and he didn't really influence us much on what to do. He just let us be creative with it, and he was supportive of everything that we did, and it was really good to hear all the stories he was telling us.
I was very surprised how well they come along with it, and talking about their life past and enjoying it as we go along doing the design. They respect you, and vice versa. You give that respect back, and to see them you see that little flicker of that light glowing there, ready to shine. I said it'll shine. You watch come to football, or when you first go at the game, your face will just light up.
These totems and tribes are a bit different to mine, but obviously we're going to be pretty proud to represent them and represent you guys, and we're happy that you guys have got to do it because we wanted to sort of give back to the community. So.
We incorporated the local Aboriginal community in the jersey this year, and in previous years we've had our own personal brand on the jersey, and I think it's an important step that we took a step back this year. Tell us what it's going to mean to you and your family, seeing your handprint on the jersey and your tribe.
It's not only going to represent and make me feel good about myself and my tribe and my family, but it's going to represent every Indigenous kid that looked out and watched all your games, watch any NRL game, and you guys you inspire a lot of the youth and even the adults around us, and you give us a real good name for ourselves.
Well, South Sydney has been a big part of my family. Going to the games with my dad and my family, it was just really a thing that brought me and my family together. It's something we still do, so you guys just walking out of it makes me very proud to be Indigenous and able to share that with my family. And yeah.
Thank you, thanks for sharing that, and I'm going to wear it with pride, and I know you'll be feeling the same way. So we thank you again for designing it, and yeah, can't wait.
A proud moment to see us run out on the jerseys that we all had an input on.
Yeah, well for me personally, I can't wait to put on the jersey, and every year's been about us, but finally giving back to the community and wearing. I can't wait to represent Lapa, and obviously where I played junior, so I can't wait to put it on.
And I can't wait to see you play on it. I'll be awesome, yes.
Thanks, bro. It looks mad. Thanks for that.
No, thanks a lot, bro.